Now, the good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, let's do some GBG, everything entertainment, Kyle and Fug.
So last night on The Voice, they narrowed it down to the top three, and none of us are paying attention to the show. So when I say the three names, you aren't going to care what I say. But a topic of conversation on the show that has remained is Adam Levine's brand new hair color. It's bright blonde, and yes, he is still getting crap about it from Blake Shelton constantly, which is pretty funny. And his fans don't seem to love it either, to that which he is a little surprised about.
I was kind of shocked at their reactions. I feel like there's so many more things to care about than my stupid hair.
And that's how he feels about that. Now, Miley Cyrus made headlines recently when she performed. It was like a surprise performance at that London nightclub. Remember, she was dancing with the giant inflatable man part and so on and so forth, licking it or whatever. Well, she also made headlines that night because right before she sang her hit song Wrecking Ball, she said something that made a lot of people think that she was taking a dig at Liam Hemsworth.
I'm going to tell those motherfuckers that broke my heart, particularly one, to suck my fat and to enjoy hearing this song for the rest of their life.
So, of course, then everyone's like, oh, my gosh, she's totally talking about Liam Hemsworth. That's what she's particularly one. That's what probably is the one that broke her heart, at least most
you would think.
recently. Well, she took to Twitter to deny she was talking about Liam Hemsworth. She said, what I said the other night had nothing to do with Liam. I don't usually respond to tabloidy stuff, but this isn't something I want being spread around. It sounded hateful, but not what I meant. I was just trying to rile the guys up in the club.
Anybody could be brother of Thor.
No big deal. So obviously one of the biggest tabloidy stories over the last couple of days has been Jay-Z's fight with Beyonce's sister in the elevator. And there are tons of theories as to what caused the fight. And at this point, we do not know. So all of these are rumors. But the biggest rumor as of to date would be that Jay-Z I guess was planning on going to Rihanna's Met Gala party without Beyonce. Solange had an issue with that. Solange's friends were trying to use Jay-Z's name to get into the Met Gala, and that's sort of what started the rift between them. But when Solange called Jay-Z out and was like, you don't need to be going out to the club. You need to be at home with your wife and kids. And he was like, you're one to talk because you got kids too.
He could have said something.
So much sense to me.
He could have said something about her, like, single mom, why don't you, we've been married 15 years. Why don't you settle down? You couldn't handle your he could have said something like that. Think about this, too. In the video you posted on the website, then now it even makes more of a reason that you believe because he went to another car. Because he said, Beyonce, you go home with your sister. I'm going to the club.
Well, what's more interesting about that, if you follow Beyonce on Instagram, she's posted 4 different pictures of her and Solange today. I don't know if that's in support of her sister or what. And Jay-Z was actually seen with Solange jewelry shopping yesterday. They didn't buy anything or anything like that, but they're just trying to show the world that everything's fine, which may sort of insinuate that rumor that Solange has these freakouts all the time and they're kind of used to it. That may be just the thing. Like, okay, that's just Solange being Solange.
Yeah, the rumor of like, oh, well, Jay-Z's cheating on Beyonce and Solange is defending her. That wouldn't necessarily go down in an elevator on the way out. But that conversation, if he says, you don't need to be going out, you've got a kid that you're not paying attention to, that would make somebody go crazy and want to whip you silly.
Well, one of the other theories is that Jay-Z hooked up with this designer named Rachel Roy back in the day, and I guess was bragging about it at the Met Gala because I guess Rachel Roy was a big designer there and was actually there. And I guess this Rachel Roy said something to Solange. Solange and this Rachel Roy got into it literally right before the elevator incident. And then she confronted Jay-Z about it. And he said, you're crazy. You need to get over yourself. And then that's what started the fight. So like I said, there's so many theories and we really don't know what happened. But I can't stop watching the video either. So it's still on our website, johnjayrich.com, keyword GBG, as well as all of the theories that have been rounded up from the internet. And if you're kind of over it or if you're still into it, check it out. But if you're not, also on our website, Alec Baldwin was arrested yesterday in New York City. You can find out why and see the pictures for yourself at johnjayrich.com, keyword GBG.